Hi guys, welcome in to my channel. So we're going to be doing a reading today for Scorpio. All right, it is 10:44 a.m. So you could be seeing 1:44. Okay, so I'm going to check the energy, see what's going on, and see what it is that we need to know today. I can't find my light, and I have no clue where my light is, and I'm not the kind of person that misplaces things, so I do feel like that could be significant to this collective. Okay, someone could be trying to dim your light, or you could be dimming your own light in some type of way. Okay, so I'm going to get an angel card and a moonology to kind of set the theme of the reading, and then we're going to jump right ahead into some oracles and some tarot. Okay, so I'm going to cut the deck and just probably take what's at the bottom. Okay, so we have Archangel Uriel. Come into harmony and balance. Use your power for peace. Okay, and then behind that we have Guardian Angel. Love yourself unconditionally and ask for help. Okay, so this could be the energy of you needing to, wow, come back into yourself, your higher self. Behind that we have Archangel Christine. Accept the Christ light, act with wisdom and loving compassion. Okay, so, and that does resonate with what we saw, well, with the 144 angel number. Okay, so I'm going to read Archangel Uriel from the guidebook, but I want to go ahead and get a moonology first. Okay, and this does feel like, too, Scorpio, like using your intensity for good, not for bad. Okay, coming into alignment, being compassionate. Okay, we have embrace uncertainty coming out. Okay. Okay, and let's jump into, I want to get a pocket oracle tarot to clarify this embrace uncertainty, and then we're going to jump right into the reading after I read Archangel Uriel. Okay, so we have the Five of Wands at the bottom, obstacles and challenges. Okay, so give me a card for embrace uncertainty. Okay, so we have the Eight of Pentacles, positive movement forward, but it kind of flipped in the reverse. Okay, so Scorpio, there is something going on in your life, okay, where maybe you're not sure that something is going to work out in your favor. Okay, there could be something that you're needing to work on. Okay, some type of project. There could be like some type of skill or something that you need to refine. Okay, there's some uncertainty around maybe whatever it is that you want to do for work. All right, but it feels like Spirit is just asking you to come into balance at this time, okay? And then we have accelerated motion, and then moving on at the bottom of the deck. So that's the 8 of Wands with the 6 of Swords. So a new beginning or something could be coming in for you, Scorpio. All right, so let's so something that you thought wasn't going to work out, I feel like could be coming in for you. And I keep seeing 53. So 8 is significant. Someone could be an 8 life path. Scorpio, you are the 8th zodiac sign. Okay, somebody could have Scorpio in the 8th house. All right, so Archangel Uriel, come into harmony and balance. Use your power for peace. Okay, so this is on page 92. All right, so the number 11. So Archangel Uriel is an angel of peace, radiating a deep gold that holds infallible wisdom. He also works on the ruby ray, which enables people to hold power with wisdom and communicate it to others. His etheric retreat is above the Tatra Mountains, Poland, and he oversees Africa. He is in charge of the development of the solar plexus chakra, a huge psychic center that was once programmed to keep people safe by watching out for danger. He is now reprogramming it to seek out love and ancient wisdom. And I just saw 636, so you could be seeing 636. Balance and harmony within the mind. Okay, so Archangel Uriel envisions the freedom and happiness of humanity and works in He works indefatigably to dissolve anything that prevents this. If your aim is harmony and balance, he will help you understand and release all that is outmoded within you. Okay, so guidance. Choosing this card suggests that you are ready to come into harmony and balance. Call on Archangel Uriel to help your inner wisdom emerge and guide you through any challenges or situations presented to you. You are reminded that when wisdom is your guide, the outcome will always be for the highest good, and you will feel totally safe and secure. This card also suggests that it is time to be a peace ambassador, so examine situations from an enlightened perspective. This will enable your light to become peaceful and golden. Archangel Uriel commands a host of peace angels. Because of free will, they need humans to direct them. So send them to soothe people and situations everywhere. You can also send your golden peace light out onto the universe. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's get some oracles, see what else that we need to know, Scorpio. And you could be seeing 888 as well. And today is June the 22nd. So today is a 11. Okay, but all my readings are timeless, so trust that when you're seeing this reading that it is for you. Okay, let's get like 2 more shuffles, and then I'm gonna cut the deck and we're gonna jump right in. Okay, so we have petty gains at the bottom of the deck, and this is card number 53. Okay, you could be seeing 53, or 535 as well. So you may not think these minor profits are the one, but they wouldn't cause you so much stress if you wake up and realize true value investments are the real deal. Okay, so this is kind of giving me the energy of watching your money, okay, watching what it is that you invest into, okay, whether that's people, places, okay, things, all right. I feel like there is a lesson around value and a lesson around resources, okay. All right, Spirit, what's going on for Scorpio? All right, so we have germination. Prevents future issues by addressing root causes, preserves delicate beginnings, and ensures that the future roots out issues from their source and promotes stability. Okay, so this is card number 39. Okay, this feels like getting to the root of your issues before problems arise, like the energy of being proactive. Okay, so we have digital detox. Lost in the virtual world and neglects real life relationships, realizes the need for a digital detox and seeks clarity, feels overwhelmed by digital content and needs a break. And this is card number 31. Okay, what else? So a detox is needed from social media. And then we have happy endings. Feels skeptical of happy endings and distrusts fairy tale promises. Believes reality is far from the fairy tale and feels disillusioned. Question the promises that seem too perfect. Okay, and then we have twin flame at the bottom of the deck, but it's in the reverse. I can't help but want you physically, emotionally, and spiritually. You're all I think about when I am alone and lost in my thoughts. Our twin flame connection drives me insane. So some of you, Scorpio, could have a twin flame connection. And then we have Shredder behind that. Notice patterns that suggest it's time to delete unwanted memories. Random thoughts and intense feelings urge you to shred the remnants of the past. So I feel like this is the energy of getting out of your head, staying focused, learning how to delegate certain tasks, okay? Staying in the present moment, like getting into the now, all right? Not harping on the past and not like over identifying with your past as well, okay? Like this is like the energy of needing to just release, okay? Stop holding on to what didn't work out, right? Because that could be embrace uncertainty here with positive movement forward. Being in the reverse could really be the collective, right, Scorpio? Harping on what didn't work out in the past. Like you're so focused on what wasn't working out that you're not allowing for the accelerated motion to come in for you, okay? Okay, and with germination out here, right, prevents future issues by addressing root causes. I feel like there is a need to not be avoidant, okay? Let's see, what is this germination? Okay, we have bad news. A rapid escalation of events causes panic and urgency. A sudden crisis disrupts your plans and creates chaos. The unbearable truth weighs heavily on your heart. Right, so I feel like this is basically the energy of literally what I was saying, where it's like if you avoid certain responsibilities, right, you avoid certain things, if you're not getting to the root of your problems and your issues, then really it's just going to cause an escalation of things, but not in a positive type of direction. Almost like going down a rabbit hole of like problems, okay? What's this digital detox? Okay, we have guidance from above. Willingness to be open of the connection brings graceful understanding and enhances your presence. Clarity arrives when you allow yourself to be receptive, okay? So there's this energy of allowing yourself to feel, okay? There's this energy of opening up to the divine, okay? Maybe this is somebody who needs to get off of social media, okay? Detox themselves from distractions, okay? Maybe you're taking in too much content online that is not actually helping you awaken, that's not actually helping you ascend, okay? And the guidance is to more so be in control of your own spirit. That's kind of what I'm getting, okay? All right, and what's happy endings? Okay, we have Trump card. Hidden riches and revealing them only to the worthy. Reserved power and using it strategically when needed. Your power lies in patience and use it wisely to surprise when you least expect it. Okay, so maybe somebody is not feeling like they're worthy of a happy ending. Okay, what's this? Clarify this Trump card. We have honor. The pursuit of honor has led to inflated stories and distorted truths. You place your worth in others' hands, allowing reputation to overshadow authenticity. Okay, so, and that's card number 13. So something needs to change and something needs to transform around the way that you handle money, okay? This could be the energy of like someone learning a lesson around self-worth. This is the energy of needing to be your authentic self, not worrying about your reputation and how people perceive you. Okay, so you know what? Somebody could be blocking their own happy ending because they're too worried about the public. They're too worried about society and how people will perceive them. Okay, we have infidelity in the reverse. We are both holding on to secrets, afraid that revealing them will tear us apart, but it's the secrecy of the betrayal itself that's doing the most damage. And then we have false flame. Puts you on an emotional roller coaster and causes distress. Partnership hinders your progress and creates obstacles. Intentions are unclear and makes you feel insecure. So there could definitely be a connection that is here, okay? I want to get one more. Let me see. What is this bad news over here? Okay, we have abandonment. Then I know I said that. I feel like I said that in the beginning, right? Abandonment. Effort seems invisible and feels undervalued. Experiences genuine hurt and feels deeply betrayed. And this is card number 29. So like healing an abandonment wound, okay? And then we have consumerism at the bottom of the deck. focuses on material wealth and neglects true happiness. Unending desire for more satisfaction is elusive. Pisces energy is significant also, Scorpio. I feel like somebody is chasing the wrong things. And as I said that, I literally opened to interest, chasing material gain at the cost of deeper connections, valuing wealth over emotional bonds, profit prioritized, heart overlooked. Somebody is focused on the wrong things, but running from the right things. That's kind of what it feels like. Okay, I'm gonna get some cards from this deck, and then we're gonna jump into the tarot. All right, Spirit. What's going on for Scorpio? So we have the second house, finances, values, and possessions. Yep, so learning a lesson around value. Okay. What else? We have Aries, impulsivity, determination, and perseverance. So Scorpio, you could be dealing with the Aries. Aries is also Mars. Mars is the ruler of Aries and Scorpio. So we have Jupiter, growth, miracles, and healing. But this kind of came out in the reverse. So somebody is not growing and or healing. Maybe there's like a block with somebody's finances. We have the third house coming out. Knowledge, perception, and communication. So somebody is needing to have the drive and the determination, right, in order to change their life. There is this energy of like somebody needs to change their mindset. Okay. Let's see, what else? Okay, so, wow. So we have the South Node coming out, instincts, habits, and past life patterns. Okay, so someone is still stuck in their South Node. We have Capricorn, hard work, education, and structure. And then we have Sagittarius. It fell in the upright, but it did flip out. It came out in the reverse. So Jupiter energy is significant, right, with Sagittarius and Jupiter. And then we have the North Node here at the bottom of the deck in the reverse. And then behind that, we have polarity, confrontation, and divided loyalties. So Gemini energy is also significant. Libra energy is also significant. Okay, so I feel like somebody is stuck in their South Node. Somebody is needing to still learn a lesson around finances, values, right? This could also be like self-confidence, right? Self-awareness, okay? Maybe someone could be trying to avoid the hard work that is going to take for them to expand or for them to move forward, right? But also too, so with this Jupiter in the reverse, with the third house in the reverse, right? And then this embrace uncertainty. I almost feel like this could be like someone blocking their own blessings, maybe just simply because you don't feel like you're worthy of it. Okay. Let's see. Give me one more, Spirit, and then we're gonna jump right into Tarot. I promise. Okay, we have the 6th house, health, work, and routines. I just saw 25, 25. Okay, so somebody's 6th house maybe could be affected. Okay, your work, your daily routine. All right. Let's go ahead. Let's jump right into the tarot to see what else we need to know to clarify this reading even further. And then I'm going to go ahead and, after the tarot, get some advice cards. Some advice oracle cards. The 8 of Swords just tried to flip. All right, I'm gonna get like 2 more shuffles. Keep seeing the 7 of Swords. So Aquarius energy is significant. Aquarius moon. Someone could be strategizing. Okay, so we have the 3 of Swords at the bottom of the deck in the reverse. Okay, so that's coming out of like heartbreak, out of pain, out of some type of separation. Okay, but behind that we have the 10 of Wands, right? And then we have the 4 of Cups in the reverse, and then we have the High Priestess in the reverse, the King of Wands in the reverse, and then here is that 8 of Pentacles showing up. Okay, so I don't like that the High Priestess is first, and I don't like this King of Wands being in the reverse, right? But it could be, you know, the energy of what I said earlier, where somebody is not following their intuition, somebody is not opening up, somebody is not in the energy of unconditional love like they need to be. Someone could be, like I said, yeah, disconnected from your intuition, right? Not taking action. Okay, there's something that you're really skilled in. All right, you're a good worker. Virgo energy is significant, right? So that is balance, that is harmony. Okay, so this could be 2 people, right? So there could be a King of Wands in the reverse. So someone that has heavy Sagittarius placements, okay? Where you and your person could not be seeing eye to eye, right? There could be unwanted attention around you at this time, okay? Somebody isn't taking the proper action towards what it is they know that they need to work on, all right? But let's see. All right, Spirit, what's going on for this collective? Oh, so we have the Queen of Cups coming out in the reverse. And then we have the 2 of Cups. What else? With the 4 of Swords in the reverse. What's this Queen of Cups in the reverse? We have Temperance. Okay, so that's healing, that's balance, that's restoration, okay? This could come after a time of something painful, okay? You could have gone through like a painful awakening, all right, with the Ten of Swords, the Chariot, and Judgment at the bottom of the deck, okay? You could be moving away from this, and whatever you went through that was painful that you're moving away from, right, is giving you a different level of awareness, okay? There, with the Queen of Cups in the reverse, right, this could be the energy of being disconnected from your intuition, right? This could be the energy of feeling emotionally depleted, all right? You're needing to come into balance. You're needing to come into harmony, okay? What is this Two of Cups? Okay, so we have the Eight of Swords, okay? So you could be in your head about a connection or about a relationship, okay? What's this Four of Swords in the reverse? Oh, we have the Sun. Okay, so the Four of Swords in the reverse, right? This could be like coming out of like a pause. I don't know, I just heard a spiritual retreat. But coming out of a pause, coming out of maybe even like this is the energy of somebody who is sitting there meditating, right? And you're coming out of meditation and you're finding clarity, right? Something is being illuminated in your life, okay? And then we have the Nine of Wands just flew out, okay? Nine of Wands in the reverse. And then here is the Moon in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. Behind that, the Four of Wands and the Hermit in the reverse, okay? So I feel like you're coming into alignment, all right? With the Hermit in the reverse, this could be the energy of coming out of a stalemate, okay? Behind that, we have the Page of Pentacles. So this could be you coming up with new ideas, all right? So yeah, maybe if you were like in like a Cancun or in like a really deep spiritual process, you're coming out of that, right? You're moving forward. We have the Knight of Pentacles. That's Virgo energy. So you're moving forward. You're planting the right seeds, okay? You have the tools and the resources that you need to move forward and plant the right seeds. Or this is just you working on the different tools and resources that you need to align your life and get things to come back into order for you, okay? So let's see, what is this Queen of Cups in the reverse with Temperance? Okay, we have the Nine of Pentacles, and you could be seeing 3322. So the Nine of Pentacles is luxury, okay? That's like self-sufficiency, all right? I feel like if I'm talking to a feminine energy, right? I almost feel like wow, there. The King of Wands in the reverse, the High Priestess in the reverse. I just saw 3355. I was going to say I feel like this is you breaking out of whatever emotional cage that you were in, okay? If you were feeling like you were depleted, right? Maybe if you even like were in this energy of being isolated, if you were in this energy of just being reclusive, I feel like you're more so breaking free of that energy. Like you're more so ready to start taking care of yourself. You're ready to start pouring into yourself, okay? And here we have the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck, all right? What's this Two of Cups with this Eight of Swords? All right, so we have the Seven of Cups in the reverse with the Three of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so you're coming out of an illusion, okay? What's this? Whoa. We have the Ten of Cups. I was going to say, what is this Three of Wands? We have the Chariot. And then we have the Judgment. Wow. Okay, so almost feel like maybe somebody could be coming back into your energy as well. Okay, or this is something that you realize within yourself, right, that you need to work on and you need to change. Okay, maybe you're seeing why there is a lack of growth and expansion with this Three of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so you had to come out of some type of illusion. You had to make the right choices, or you're needing to make the right choices in order for you to progress and move forward, in order for things to open up for you, in order for you to grow and expand. Okay, there has to be like a level of self-awareness I'm feeling, okay, with the Judgment being here. So Pluto, significant, as well as Cancer energy, okay, Jupiter as well. You know what too, right? And that was the Emperor in the reverse. I just tried to flip out because I was thinking, right, this could also be the energy of like a connection, okay? And this connection help you learn something about yourself, help you learn something about what it is that you are willing to accept, right? Maybe this connection with, it could be multiple people, right? It could be one person in particular, just flip the roles. But I feel like this is more so like you probably realizing, you know, different things about the connections, the different people that you are aligned with, okay? You're probably seeing who is spiritually aligned with you, okay, and who spiritually isn't aligned, okay? With this Four of Swords in the reverse and this Nine of Wands in the reverse too, I'm almost kind of feeling like the energy of like just being so spiritually depleted and overwhelmed because people are constantly trying to pull at you and drain your life force, okay? Let's see, what's this Four of Swords with the Nine of Wands reverse? Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands coming out with the Queen of Swords. And then we have the Seven of Swords, okay? So, and then we have Death in the reverse. So you're coming out in the reverse, Scorpio. So you're still undergoing a transformation, okay? This transformation has to do with like your inheritance, your foundation, okay, with the Ten of Pentacles, something about your bloodline, okay? And then we have the Seven of Wands in the reverse, letting go of like being overly defensive, okay? We have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. This feels like letting go of a lack mindset, okay? Letting go of like impoverished thinking, okay? But now, so with the Queen of Wands with the Queen of Swords, I keep seeing the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse too, so like something, this is like an incomplete cycle with something, okay? So with the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Seven of Swords, right? This feels like you, Scorpio, stepping up, coming into your confidence, right? Coming into that solar plex energy with the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Swords. So Aquarius energy is significant, okay? I feel like this is you speaking your truth. This is you maybe strategizing, figuring out how to maybe even communicate some things with certain people, right, that are in your life, okay? You could be feeling drained. You could be feeling used at this time, okay? So it's like even too, right? So I'm definitely talking to a feminine energy, right? So I'm talking to a feminine energy, or if you're a cross watcher, I could be talking to a masculine about his feminine. But with the Queen of Cups in the reverse, right? So your emotional body is in the reverse, okay? But your discernment is here, right? You're here in the upright with the Queen of Swords, okay? Your confidence is here with the Queen of Wands, okay? But you're strategizing something. What's this Seven of Swords? Yeah, I'm just seeing 44, so you could be seeing 444. So we have the Justice in the reverse, okay? Libra energy is also significant. What's this Seven of Swords with the Justice in the reverse? We have the Ten of Wands in the reverse. So you could be speaking up about something that you feel like was unfair, okay? This could be you strategizing how to remove people out of your energy that are burdensome to you, or that are leaving you in this unbalanced energy with Justice in the reverse. What's this Justice reverse with the Ten of Wands in the reverse? Okay, Magician. What's the Magician? We have the Hierophant in the reverse. What's the Magician with the Hierophant in the reverse? We have the Page of Swords. So this almost feels like the energy of like not learning a spiritual lesson, or maybe you are still working through some type of spiritual lesson, okay? We have the Three of Swords in the reverse coming out. Then behind that, we have the Ten of Swords, the Two of Swords, the World, the Ace of Swords reverse, but then we have the Ace of Cups. I feel like you could be still at a crossroads, right? In terms of trying to handle or deal with something that's painful, okay? But with the World here, this is like a cycle that needs to end and that needs to complete, okay? With the Ace of Swords in the reverse, there could be like the energy of like dishonesty, maybe even people or connections around you that are lacking integrity, like I said, right? So it's like you're not being your true authentic self with the Ace of Swords in the reverse, right? You need to pour into yourself with this Ace of Cups energy, okay? Pour into your own cup of love and not allow people to take from you, to hurt you, or to betray you in any type of way. But I feel like this is the energy of you realizing how you have maybe even contributed to like certain parts of things that are happening in your life, right? So this is like you're becoming aware of everything around you, but I also feel like I'm talking to a Scorpio who is extremely aware of themselves, okay, and what they need to work on and what they need to walk away from. We have the Eight of Pentacles showing up again with the Eight of Cups. Okay, what do you need to walk away from? Are you seeing the bigger picture? Okay, so I'm trying to think. I'm gonna get some of these oracle cards. And I just saw 44, 33. Okay, so I'm going to end the reading here, and I'm going to just get some advice cards. Okay, it's 11:28, so we'll just turn 11:29. So 111 is significant. 1111 is significant. Okay, so we have invoke serenity. By cultivating a state of calm and tranquility, you can create an environment where emotional wounds can begin to mend. This is card number 17. Okay, so that's the star. And then so we have expanded awareness at the bottom of the deck. Expanding awareness fuels personal growth by inviting you to step beyond your comfort zone and explore new perspectives. Okay, and then behind that we have manifest dreams. As you focus your energy on your dreams, you cultivate a sense of purpose and direction, which contributes to emotional healing. And then we also have trust divine timing, and behind that cultivate patience, which I feel like is very significant because we do have temperance out here, which is all about divine timing. Okay, so release the grip of impatience and worry, finding solace in the belief that the universe orchestrates events for your highest good. Okay, and then we have cultivate patience. Cultivating patience allows you to soothe inner turmoil, release expectations, and embrace a sense of calm acceptance. All right, so guys, that is your reading. Okay, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. If anybody would like a personal reading, I am available for personal readings. I will put my email probably like in the description box, and maybe like on the on text quotes, because I'll probably post this video both on YouTube as well as TikTok. But yeah, I hope that this reading gave you clarity. Okay, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next reading. All right, bye guys.